is Dick, WB2JPQ, along with Vicky, KE8VKY. Be the first hour of your East Coast Reflector morning brew, number 1090. I just said in the Zoom room another 10. We'll have to have another party for get up to 1100. Bill N2BH will be along for the second hour. Like I said, Vicky and I will be splitting the first hour. This morning we got a think question, a little think question. I want to get it out there early so people can think about it. If you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? If you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? So be thinking about that. We've got a couple things coming up. Tonight is open mic night at 8 o'clock. Please come join us, Mark and his group, for open mic. Tomorrow night is our town hall meeting at 8 o'clock in the Zoom room. So come join us at 8 o'clock tomorrow night and join our town hall meeting. It's a great way to tell us what you would like to see on the East Coast Reflector and get a two-way rapport going. We have a lot of fun. So that's tomorrow night, open mic tonight at 8. Got a bunch of check-ins. I got 14 text check-ins this morning. Got N6QDY, WB3EYR. We got Vince down in Fort Lauderdale, KR4EMM, BK4BYF, B3XTD. We got Chuck in Newcastle, W3CVE. We got Bill, KI4EGQ. Our friend Joe in Claremont, KM4WZD. Mark and Elma, KE2EDS, W9QJQ, KC2NJV, K8UFM, KM7CGI, K8BYU, and I guess that's all of our text check-ins so far this morning. How about mobiles? Who do we have going to Work Players School this morning? Mobile stations only. Once again, this is good morning. This is WB2JPQ. W4
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie, Charlie, Kilo, Kilo Echo 2, Charlie, Charlie, Kilo, mobile.
4 Hotel Kilo, W4 HKL, please check me in and out.
K4 GDS, K4 GDS. Victor Alpha 3, Bravo, Victor Hotel, Victor Alpha 3, Bravo, Victor Hotel, mobile.
Whiskey 5, Golf Hotel Romeo, Whiskey 5, Golf Hotel Romeo, mobile.
KJ5, MLZ, Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Lima, Zulu. If I was making it there, that's Victor Alpha 3, Bravo, Victor Hotel. Victor Alpha 3, Bravo, Victor Hotel, mobile.
Whiskey 2 Alpha 5 uniform in Watertown, New York, mobile.
Let me grab it here a minute. Twice and slowly is the key word here today, guys. The Watertown station, W2 something, twice please, the Watertown station only.
Yeah, this is Whiskey 2 Alpha Foxtrot uniform in Watertown, New York.
Thomas, good morning to you. Good morning to Brian in Katy, Texas. Oh, I got two Brians in a row. VA3BVH, good morning to you. KJ5MLZ, K4GDS, good morning to Gil. We got Matt, KE2CCK as well. And Steve, Cumberland Gap, Tennessee, was in and out this morning. Good morning to you, Steve. Well, Matt, I guess you're going to be first up this morning. Frankfort, New York, somewhere in Mobile. KE2CCK. Once again, our question this morning, guys and gals, if you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? And put your thinking caps on a little bit. If you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? Good morning, Matt.
Hey, Dick. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. That's a good question, you know. I'm not sure I have the answer for that. I'm pretty multi-talented already, I suppose. I don't know. Geez. You got some mind thinking here. Should be able to come up with something so simple, but... I don't know. Maybe, some type of, mechanic masters or something like that. I don't know. Something along those lines. Engineering, maybe. We'll go with that. All right, this is KE2, back to net control. Good question, by the way.
Tough being first, Matt. When it's tough questions, it's tough being first. We got John for mechanic. Good morning, Gil. K4 GDS Mobile.
Good morning, Dick, Vicky, and everyone on the Brew. I got to go with the bane of my radio existence and say CW. K4 GDS back to net.
Yeah, as I was thinking about this question, I think CW might be a lot of people's answer. KJ5MLZ, good morning. What's it going to be with you? What kind of skill do you want to wake up to?
KJ5MLZ, good morning, Dick and Vicky. Oh, man, I think it would be computer tech, man. Don't have any computer skills, man, so I would love to be computer tech. KJ5MLZ, back to you, net control.
All right, we're going to categorize that as IT. Thank you. Have a nice day. Brian, VA3BVH. How's everything up in? Where are you? How far up are you? I'm not sure how far up you are in Canada. Good morning.
Good morning, Dick, and the rest of the crew. VA3BVH Mobile, just driving into work. To answer the question, I would love to be more of a handyman. I want to learn more fix-it skills. I'm really good with computers, hardware, software, that kind of thing, but I'd love to be a little more handy, perhaps around the house. I am actually, I live in Leamington, Ontario, so if we can see over the water on a nice clear day, we can see Ohio. Back to you, sir. From Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Victor Hotel Mobile. Have a great day.
I had you way wrong. I had you north of Toronto, but you're the other direction. Thanks, Brian. Our second Brian here this morning, our Katy, Texas Brian, W5GHR.
Good morning, Brew Crew. Very good question this morning. My answer would be being able to keep a beat, because this has kept me from doing lots of things. I cannot keep a beat for the life of me. When you're in a crowd and everybody's clapping, there's that one person that's off, that's me. But that has kept me from being able to play musical instruments, kept me from being able to be proficient at CW, kept me from getting my ham license back in the 80s because I couldn't do CW. So being able to keep a beat. Back to you, Net Control. This is Brian, W5GHR.
Well, Vicky's thinking better than I am this morning. She's got you down for rhythm. I just couldn't pull that one word out. But thanks for sharing that with us. How about Thomas in Watertown, New York, W2AFU? Looks like you're new to the morning brew. Good morning, Thomas.
Good
morning, everybody. I absolutely am new. This is my first day here on the channel. And the other station that mentioned it earlier, it really is a tough question, but since I've never been handy, I would say I would love to have carpentry skills because I think contractors and folks that build houses and things like that, it's just such a skill to have and carry around because not only can you do it for work, but you can do it for yourself as well. So that's what it would be for me. Whiskey 2, Alpha Foxtrot uniform, and thank you for the welcome.
Sir, Tom, do you go by Thomas? Tom, we can change it in our database here.
Yeah, thank you. I do go by Tom, please.
We change it on our log here, and you will be known after midnight as Tom. Any other mobiles? Hey, did we miss any mobiles this morning? Anybody going to workplace school? Hey, hearing nothing, we're up to the top of the list here. Good morning to Roy. We'll do a few of these text check-ins, and I'll take some radio check-ins. We'll kind of split it up here this morning. Good morning, Roy, Blaisdell, New York, K8 BYU.
Morning, Dick, and everybody on the Brew, KAA BYU. Well, if I had to wake up with a new skill, I would like to be able to speak fluent German. 50% German, and I've always wanted to go to Germany and visit the area where my mother's whole side of the family is from, so I'd definitely like to be able to speak the language if I went over there, more than just a few words that I do know. I hope to see everybody maybe tomorrow on one of the presentations in the Zoom. I think I'm going to be able to use the silly computer today so it'll work again. Back to you.
All right, Roy, for our new people, don't forget about our text line, 716-310-9050. 716-310-9050. Let's go out to Arizona. Good morning, Larry, KM7CGI.
If I could get a new skill, I'd like to be a private pilot, to have my private pilot license. KM7CGI.
Pilot is. You had that one ready for us. Good morning, Randall, Brownstown, Ship, Michigan, K8 UFM.
In all languages. And with that said, this is KAUFM, back to net control, and everyone have an outstanding day.
It looks like WB200Y in Rutland, New York is pulsing back. I don't know if there's any control operators on that node. We're going to have to take you off. If that keeps up here, let's move on. Good morning to Wayne, KC2NJV.
Good morning, Dick and the rest of the crew, KC2NJV. Actually, some people said some things that I would like to do, but I have to pick one. I'll pick one that's a little bit on the outside of the edge. To be able to lie like a politician and make it believable. Have a great day.
All right, Wayne. W9QJQ. Good morning. 54 times you've been in here this morning, or before. Keith, good morning to you.
Oh, good morning, Jake. Everybody on the crew. If I could do it again, I'd be a game warden. over in Kenya or somewhere where they're protecting big animals. Something I always wanted to do but never did.
Great answer. I watch, I don't know what it's called on TV every once in a while about the game wardens around the country, and very interesting. You like the wild. Good morning, Mark. And I know Mark does. He's a woodsman. AE2EDS. Good morning.
Good morning, Dick. Good morning, Vicki, and the rest of the crew. Yes, I do like the outdoors. As far as an answer to the question, I would go with some musical talents. I always wanted to have musical talents. My son is very musically inclined. I just kind of missed that one. Have a great day. Hope to see everyone tonight on Open Mic Night, KE2EDS.
Well, first one for music. Joe in Claremont. Hey, buddy, what's it going to be? KM4WZD.
Well, good morning, Dick. Good morning to Vicki. Good morning to the crew. Man, Mark just beat me to it. I was going to say I'd like to be able to play the piano. My father-in-law just sits down at a keyboard, any keyboard, and he just starts playing, and music just comes out, and he's got zero formal training. I would love to be able to do that. Anyway, hey, FYI, 36 degrees down here in my little corner of Central Florida when I went for my walk this morning. According to my weather app, that means we only beat you by 2 degrees this morning. So there it is. Everybody take care. 7-3, it's KM4, WZD, back to net.
We're going to have to, unfortunately, I am going to have to take WV200Y in Rutland, New York off. Any of the control operators that are listening, your IRA or All-Star node is pulsing back. It's keying up every time someone else unkeys. I'll remove you here in just a second. Let's go to Woodstock, Georgia. Let's see what's on Bill's mind, what he wants to be this morning. KI4EGQ.
Well, good morning to all the brewers. If I was going to wake up and have a new skill, I'd say, I don't know if you'd say cooking or chefing, but be able to whip up something tasty out of normal ingredients and, without having to look up a recipe, that would be a good skill to have. And we'll leave it there. Hope everybody has a great day. KI4EGQ.
Great answer, Bill. I think we'll have more cooking as the morning goes on. I'm going to go to Chuck in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Then I'm going to take some check-ins and then come back to the text. Good morning, Chuck, W3CVE.
Morning, Dick, and Vicki, and everybody on the brew there. Hey, took my answer there. Cooking would be the one for me. My stomach would agree. I'm terrible at it. So, with that, Dick, have a great day. W3CVE.
There you go. Thanks, Chuck. All right, let's try to even out the scoreboard here. Let's take some radio check-ins. Anybody anywhere this morning, twice and slowly? We'll take about 10 radio check-ins, and I'll go back to the text. Anybody anywhere? This is Dick, WB2JPQ, 19 past the hour.
KKZBY.
And
2ZBY.
Kilo Jupiter 4, Zulu Foxtrot Michael. Kilo Jupiter 4, Zulu Foxtrot Michael. Kilo Jupiter 4, Zulu Foxtrot Michael Mobile.
W8 WHK. W8 WHK. November 8 Lima Whiskey X-ray.
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo X-Ray Echo. Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo X-Ray Echo.
Kilo Oscar 4, Charlie Lima Delta, KO4, CLD, Micah, coming in on All-Star from Tuscumbia, Alabama.
Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Tango. Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Tango.
Kilo 5, Mike Papa Hotel, K5MPH. In and out.
All right, guys, gals, let's hold up there for a minute. It'll be my 10, and then we'll go back. We'll work back and forth here for all fairness to everybody. Good morning to K5MPH. Michael, Brownsville, Texas. We're checking out. You have a nice day. We got David, KD5CT. Our friend Micah from Tuscumbia. Roger from Fort Lauderdale. NHLWX. We got Bill from North Fort Myers. We got Robert, who's mobile. I'll pick you up in just a minute. Robert from Deltona. Where am I here? KO4RXE. Yeah, we got Alan from Kendall, New York. N2ZVM. Clark from Phoenix, KK7DY. Joel, KC2GRN. N8ZFH. Ron, K0XRG. Oh, I'm sorry. These were some of the text check-ins. I got up into the text check-ins. Pardon me. Let me go to Robert. He's mobile. He's mobile this morning. Good morning, Robert. KJ4ZFM. And our question, as you probably heard, if you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be?
It didn't take me long to give that any thought. I'd like to have that firefighter skill. Those guys have very, very hard job to do. And they practice just about every day. I've seen them at it. I appreciate it. Everyone have a blessed day out there on the net. Kilo Jupiter 4 Zulu Foxtrot Mobile.
Fire it is, Robert. Good morning, Bill. North Fort Myers, W8WHK.
Good morning. It is 42 degrees here in Southwest Florida. Clear skies. Cold, but it's supposed to warm up. So they say. I haven't seen any iguanas laying on the ground under trees yet, but I'm sure there are some frozen iguanas around. My skill that I would love to have is be able to play the piano. Yes. And any keyboard, that would be wonderful. I've just never been able to do that. I mean, I have some musical talent, but I can't play the piano. Okay, that's my wish. I'll turn back to you, Dick. Everybody have a wonderful day. This is W8WHK 73. Back to net control.
All right, thank you. This is Vicky, K8BQI, and next up is Clark, KK7DY.
Morning, Dick, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. I would like to have a musical challenge. Back to net control, KK7DY.
All right, another one for music. N2ZVN.
morning, Vicky. Everyone on net this morning. Wow, this is an easy one for me. Be able to communicate effectively. I get exactly what I want to say. It's lost in my head, but get it out of my mouth, it never comes out right. And it's always been a lifelong problem. And choose at the end. Everyone have a great day.
Thank you, Alan. And again, the question, if you could wake up with any new skill, what would it be? Wendell, KO4.
KO4, RXE, top of the AM, morning brew. New skill. If I was to wake up with a new skill, probably be in the field of quantum physics scientist. Probably be in that field there. KO4 RXE, Wendell, Gretna, Kentucky, 73 back to net.
Good to hear from you. Stephen, N8LWX.
N8LWX, Steve here near Lansing, Michigan, 39 degrees outside. I would like to know, or I would like to learn to play the piano as well. Forever and ever. I mean, remembering back to listening to Ray Manzarek from the Doors and everything that he could do on the keyboard. I would love to learn the piano. My late wife had bought for me for my birthday 10 years ago a beautiful Korg electronic keyboard, and I started, but I never finished. So, yeah, piano for me. Back to net control. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Roger, N4 RHE.
K8. Hi, good morning, cousin. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. Reed weaving. So I could sit on a beautiful 7-mile Fort Lauderdale beach, weave and sell hats out of coconut palms for our bikini-clad tourists. Got up at 4 a.m. this morning and had to dig out the electric blanket. It's cold. Good night.
Thank you, Roger. I'm surprised you even have an electric. Micah, KO4 CLD.
I think I would like the skill of being able to retain information easily. And that way I have that skill and be able to learn to do all the things that I want to do. So KO4 CLD, back to you, Vicky.
Thank you, that's a good one. Kitty 5 CT.
Good morning, everyone. This is Katie 5 CT. I would love to be a train engineer or conductor. I always had a fascination with trains, and I just love them. This is Katie 5 CT. Back to you, Nat.
Thank you. We'll head back up. Get back to some more of these texts. This is Vicky KDKY. And the question is, if you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? Starting back with Eric, BE3XTD.
Good morning, Vicky, and everybody on net. The one skill that has eluded me, CW. I worked a short stint on the railway, and I managed to work as a telegrapher. And my brain is wrapped around the clicks and spaces, and it just won't pick up the dots and dashes. Back to you.
Interesting. Bob, VK4BYF.
Good morning, Vicky and the Brew crew. Yes, I started to get a pilot's license, run out of money, so I'd love to finish that off. So a pilot, so I can carry all these rich millionaires around and get to see the world at the same time. Anyway, have a blessed day, folks. VK4BY.
Thank you very much. And my ears at first heard a pilot sauce. I'm glad you said that instead. KR4EMM. It's from Fort Lauderdale, KR4EMM.
Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, Bill. Everybody on the crew, I'd have to say pilot. I'd like to get my pilot's license. This is KR4EMM. Back to you, Vicki.
Thanks for stopping by. Great. KD3EYR.
Good morning, Vicki, and everyone on the crew this morning. This is KB3EYR, and I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar. I hope everyone has a great day. Back to net control.
A lot of music ones today. David, N6, QD1.
Hey, good morning, Vicki, the Brew crew, everybody on the net. Or I guess I didn't say that already. Everybody in the Zoom control room. Yeah, go ahead and put me down for music. Jazz pianist. And be able to, just put me down for music. Anyways, everybody have a great day, and back to net control. Thank you. N6 QDY.
Thank you, David. Daryl, KC5CZX.
Well, good morning, Vicki, and the rest of the Brew. KC5CZX. For me, it would be understanding programming language. That way I can make the computers do what I want them to do. So back to net, KC5CZX.
Yes, computers it is. Steve, N5TAN.
Morning, Vicki and the crew. Sorry for the delay there. For me, the basis for everything is learning, so I'd like to have some superior learning skills. If I have those, I can do almost any of the other things everybody's mentioned. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Vicki, and 5TAN.
Thank you, Steve. And up next, Randy, W2AJS.
Good morning, Dick. Good morning, everybody on the Brew crew. Oh boy, there's a long list of things that I don't know how to do. I think I would like to have the skill of CW. I just can't get it in my head. And of course, that would come along with my extra license as well. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. 7 first.
Right. Thank you. And Ron, N0XRG.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this one. Some really good ones out there. We got Windows gonna save the world, which is cool. I don't have room for a piano. Can't afford an airplane, so I think I just want to learn CW at this point. So yeah, put me down for fluent CW if we're gonna wake up versus just do it all over again. And OXRG, back to you.
CW it is, right? I thought CW would be a bigger hit than it is here this morning, but we'll have to see as we go on through the morning. Let's go to Gary, Woodhaven, Michigan, N8ZFH. Good morning, Gary. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Good morning, Dick, Vicki, and the crew. And
For me, it would be multiple foreign languages. I would like to do that, but I'm going to sneak in a close second. Welding. I would like to pick up that skill. Anyway, ZFH, back to net. Hope everybody has a great day.
All right, we got you down for language, Gary. Thanks for stopping by. Good morning to Joel, KC2GRN.
Good morning, Dick and Vicky and everyone on the Morning Brew, KC2GRN. My skill, I think, would be I'd like to be a pilot. I think that would be a good thing at this time in life. Anyway, balmy 38 degrees here on Long Island, slightly overcast, but hopefully it'll get a little warmer as the week goes on. KC2GRN, back to net.
Wow, I just looked at my temperature guesser and it says 32. Didn't think it was that cold, but it is 32 here south of Buffalo. Thank you. Let's go up to Dunnville, Ontario. Morning, Bill, DA3YBS.
Good morning, Dick and Becky and everybody else on the Brew Crew. What an appropriate question for me today. I would love to learn another language, a second language. We are leaving tomorrow for 2 weeks in Portugal, and being able to speak more than a half a dozen words that I already know would be wonderful. So my answer to the question is language. And while we're away, I am going to try and check in via Echolink. I've installed the app on my phone, and I'll give it a try on the Morning Brew next week. This is BA3YBS. Back to you, Dick.
Sure we'll be looking for you, Bill. I don't remember what the prefix for that country is, but you probably know. Good morning to Chip, K8YDR.
K8YDR here. Good morning, everyone on the Brew Crew. If I could play music with both hands, I would learn how to play the guitar and I'd learn how to play the piano. But those two instruments just elude me because I can't do two different things with both hands. So on our way up, 46 here, going to melt the snow here in southeastern Michigan. K8YDR, back to net control.
One for music. Good morning to Mark, K0CKV.
Morning, Dick, Vicky, rest of the Brew Crew. It would be playing guitar. I used to be able to do that 58 years ago, but college and women got in the way. Everybody have a nice Wednesday, and 0CKV back to net.
Thank you, Mark. Sorry for changing your call sign to a K, but you know who you are. Jeff, Rochester Hills. Good morning, Jeff, KE8SMN.
Good morning, Dick, Vicky, everyone on the Brew. This is KE8SMN. Oh boy, tough choice. Put me down for master mechanic so I could work on my own vehicles. IT would be a close second so I could work on my computer. KE8SMN, back to net.
He put you down for a mechanic. Morning, Jeff. Randy, one of our hard-working guys behind the scenes. Thanks for all you do for ECR, Randy. Can't wait to hear your answer. W2RBC, good morning.
Good morning, Dick, Vicky, and everyone on the Morning Brew. The one skill that I would really like to get would be to play a musical instrument. I have no musical skills whatsoever. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2RBC.
Another one for, maybe we could make a BCR band, huh? Another one for music. Last one on this list is Richard. N4RSM. Good morning.
Good for the crew. I've always wanted to have skills for machining, like a machine shop, lathes and mills and things like that.
Machining it is, Richard. Sumner, South Carolina. Good morning. Let's take some radio check-ins. Anybody anywhere? Twice and slowly. This is Dick, WB2JPQ, along with Vicky, KAPKY.
Alpha Alpha
W2 CJM W2 CJM Mobile
Whiskey Mobile.
4 VDX Whiskey 4 Victor Delta X-ray.
W2 CJM W2 CJM Mobile.
Foxtrot Kilo 4 Whiskey
82IWM, KD2IWM.
Kilo Juliet 5 Delta X-ray Bravo. Kilo Juliet 5 Delta X-ray Bravo.
Quebec 4 Z India Hotel. Kilo Quebec 4 Z India Hotel.
This is Kilo Juliet 5 Mike Echo Delta India Tango. Kilo Juliet 5 Kilo Juliet 5 Delta India Tango. Austin, Texas. This is Matthew Arkansas. Good morning. In and out.
Phew. I don't know how you did it, Vicky. I know we might have missed a couple, and I'm going to read off who we got here back and see who we missed. We got Jose in Austin, Texas. I got Matthew, KJ5DIT, KQ4ZIH, KJ5DXB, KD2WIN. Good morning, Tim. K4WDF. Jay in Orlando, W1MCO, W4VDX, W2CJM, AA5JW. The last two were both mobiles. Who did we miss? I know we missed a couple in there. Who did I not acknowledge?
Mobile. In and out. Good morning.
82 VAS Mobile. 82 VAS Mobile.
Victor Echo 5 Romeo Juliet Mike. Victor Echo 5 Romeo Juliet Mike. In and out.
All right, good morning to Randy. We got you in and out this morning. The E5RJM. Good morning. See, you've been in here a couple times. Hope you become a regular. Just before that, I think it was Lou, KD2VAS. Is that correct? KD2VAS. Looks like you're new to the morning brew.
Yes, sir, that is correct, Dick. KD2 VAS. Down to Hollywood, Florida. I got to change my FCC, but yeah, that's me.
I can hear the flutter on you, so I know you're mobile. We got you. I'll get back to you in a minute. We got W7OMH, And KJ5MEL, Jose in Austin. I think that's everybody. So let me go to our only mobile, I guess, is Lou. So good morning to you, and welcome to the Morning Brew, KD2VAS.
Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Dick. And thank you. Yeah, I'll try to check in when I'm nearby the towers. I guess for the question, one thing I'd like to learn, I'd like to find myself someone and learn a new language. Learn a little bit of Spanish, because they do speak that a little bit down here.
We're here every weekday, Monday through Friday, except for holidays from 7 to 9. Let me go to James in Spring, Texas, AA5JW. What you want to be, James? Good morning.
Well, good morning, Dick and Vicky. Thank y'all for running that this morning. And good morning, Brew Crew. This is Alpha Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. James in Spring, mobile into Houston for work today. And it's a beautiful day out there. It's not nearly as cold as yesterday was, and that's great. And apparently the Northern Lights were visible last night, but I was in bed, so I missed it. To the question at hand, if I were to wake up with a new skill tomorrow, man, I would have to say I'd want it to be commodities trading, because I figure if I woke up as a savant commodities trader, I could just work for a couple of years, buy all the radio equipment I want, retire. With that, I'll say 7-3, hand it back to everybody. Have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Alpha Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile with Monitor.
Some interesting answers here this morning. Good morning to Charles. Look at 2CJM.
I would like to master at least one or two languages. Thanks for doing the net, and have a great day.
Which it is. Wouldn't our teachers be proud of us? Late in life, we're trying to do all these things we should have done in school. Good morning, Gabe. W4VDX, North Carolina. W4VDX. Gabe, are you still with me this morning? Here, I guess we'll mark Gabe in and out. We'll move on to Dennis. Collegeville, South Carolina. I guess I don't know where that is. Good morning, Dennis. K4WDF.
About an hour west in the swampy.
Sounds to me like you got a dead battery, Dennis. I'll go change your battery, and I'll pick up a couple. We'll come back to you. Typical dead battery, get a couple of syllables out. Let's go to Tim. Good morning, KD2WIN.
Morning, Dick. You're close. It's KD2IWN. That's all right. Well, let's just slide. I think the question, I'm trying to understand, I'm trying to multitask, and I think I've heard in the background in my ear that it's was something new to learn. Boy, oh boy, that's a good one. That's a tough one. Something new to learn. I can definitely become a better cook. But I already do some cooking. I really don't know what I would want to do better tomorrow if I had a new skill.
maybe to be able to master the piano, at least play it better than I do now. I tinkle around, but I think I'd rather learn how to play the keyboard way better if I could wake up tomorrow. That would be my thing, I think. I play guitar, so I think the keyboard would be next in line for me. I've been wanting to play it a lot better, so that's what I'm going with. Have a great day, everybody. 73 KDQIWS.
Thanks, Tim. Keep Long Island from keying up. We'll be all set here this morning. Yeah, you did have the question. The actual question this morning is if you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? If you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? You were right on, though. Good morning, Frank, Sugar Land, Texas, KJ5DXB.
Good morning, Dick, Vicky, and everybody in the Brew Crew. I would like to be a professional golfer. KJ5DXB. Back to you, Dick.
All right, we got you down for golf. That's the first golf. I forgot here. Who did I say had a dead battery and I said I was going to come back to you? Whoever that was, I can't remember who that was. We marked you. I guess it was Dennis. Yeah, it was Dennis. K4WDF. Dennis, are you back with me this morning?
Hello.
Sorry, Dennis. It sounds like a dead battery, but maybe it's not. You key up and get one or two syllables out, and you're gone. So maybe disconnect, go over to the test server, and see what's happening. Well, I move on to, we did Frank, got to move on to Tampa, Florida, KQ4ZIH, Salvador, good morning.
Good morning. To answer your question, what skill would I like to wake up to? I think it would be photography. I have a drone license. I fly the drone, but my pictures aren't that great. So photography skills are excellent. Thanks for the question. Back to you. Have a great day.
Great answer. First one for photography this morning. Morning to Matthew, KJ5DIT.
Good morning. And here it is, a beautiful morning. It's probably in the 30s this morning, probably 60s later. But what I'd like to wake up to be able to do that I can't do right now, I'd like to be a scuba diver. Got to learn to snorkel, never got to learn to scuba dive. So that'd be mine. 73.
Great answer. Scuba diver. For scuba, that's a great answer. Thank you. All right, do I have any stations that are short time here that want to get in and out? Take some in and out stations only, call signs twice. This is Dick, WB2JPQ. In and out stations only.
Quebec 4, Victor Yankee, Quebec. Quebec 4, Victor Yankee, Quebec.
Kilo, Quebec 4, November 0, Lima, Uniform Victor, K, November 0, PYX, Mobile, in and out. Good morning. KJ5JOM, Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Oscar Mike, Bob in North Texas, in and out. Thanks. In and out. Good morning.
Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet, VA3, KTJ, in and out.
This is Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima. Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor Chris, in and out.
Kilo Charlie 3, uniform Kilo. Kilo Charlie 3, uniform Kilo. Herb, in and out.
K2KU, Kilo Echo 2, Echo Alpha uniform, in and out. Good morning.
Kilo Echo 4, Zulu Yankee Quebec, trying to get in regular check-ins. Kilo Echo 4, Zulu Yankee Quebec, trying to get in regular check-in.
All right, let me hold up there. We got you, Joe, and we'll get you K2ZYQ. All right, we got a lot of in and outs here this morning, Vicky, don't we? We got Jason, KE2EAU, Dansville, New York, KC2UUK, Herbert. Looks like you're new to the Morning Brew. Thanks for stopping by. KB8PLV, Chris. Good morning. Denzik, VA3KTJ. We got Bob, KJ5JOM. Stephen, KQ4PYX. And James and Hunso, KQ4VYQ. Let me get a list started here. It's almost time for Al. Time got away from me. I was going to send it over to Vicky at 1:15, and we got tied up here, so Vicky kind of got cheated. I'll have to make it up to her tomorrow on the second hour. We got Joe, like I said. I got Bernie, AA8WI, and K3LLY. Why don't we keep going? Let me get a list started here. I'll work a few, and I'll give it over to Al. Anybody else like to get in here and talk with us this morning? This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
In 5GRT.
Whiskey 5 Delta Bravo Sierra. Whiskey 5 Delta Bravo Sierra.
5GRT. In 5GRT. In and out.
Kilo Golf 5 Papa Delta Mike. Kilo Golf 5 Papa Delta Mike. In and out.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot,
Alpha Victor.
Kilo Delta 6, Delta India Quebec, KD6DIQ, in and out.
Kilo 3, Bravo Quebec. Kilo 3, Bravo, Quebec, Dave.
KK4MOW, KK4OW. This is Joe. Good morning.
Wow. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to Joe, KK4MOW. Good morning to David. Falls, Pennsylvania. That's a new one on me, too. K3BQ. Good morning to our friend Todd, KD6DIQ. Yucca Valley, California, was in and out. Mike, KC3LAV. We got you, Vern. I guess we better put you down as, I think we already clicked you there as Foot Mobile, if you will. VA3CRF. KG5PDM. David in Houston, W5DBS. Kurt, KD5DRT was in and out, along with KG5PDM was also in and out. I think we got the rest. Let me work Vern, and then I'm going to turn it over to Al and see if he can straighten this train wreck out here this morning. Good morning, you, Vern, VA3CRF. And our question this morning, excuse me, if you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be?
Good morning, Dick and Vicky and everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. Out for a walk, as you know. Temperature is basically 32, right on the freezing point. And always nice to hear you in there, Dick.
I'm going to give you a very unusual answer. The skill I would like to have would be actually to speak Latin. I regret not taking it in high school, and it would be super helpful with the languages that I am learning or attempting to learn. So there it is, Dick. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for picking me up. VA3CRF.
Thank you, Vern. A language it is. Great question this morning. And I think Vicky came up with this. We were talking about this last night after the TechNet. So I think Vicky has to get credit for this question this morning. So, well, that'll do it for me. I'll send it over to Al. Good morning, everyone. Have a good day. This is Dick WB2JPQ.
Thank you, Dick. Good morning, everybody. This is Al, KABAC, along with Vicky, KABKY. Logging for me, keep me out of trouble. It's a balmy 36 degrees here compared to the last 48 hours. It's kind of nice. Let's pick up where Dick left off and go to KE4ZYQ Joe, Clinton Township, Michigan. Question of the day. If you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, KE4ZYQ. Boy, what a train wreck today. A lot of people. It must be a record. I don't know. Yeah, well, if I could wake up to something skill-wise, it would be, and this is mostly sarcasm and really serious, it would be a politician where you could go to work, if you go to work, and make money doing just about nothing, and even not show up to work and still get paid. Now, there's a skill that would be highly paid and highly great. Sarcasm inserted. Thanks for all on the Vicky, too, from KE4ZYQ.
All right, thank you, Joe. Have a good day. Politician it is. Let's go to AA8WI, Bernie in Portsmouth, Ohio. Good morning, Bernie.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and everyone on the Brew crew. Well, I can think of a lot of skills I wish I could wake up to this morning, but I'll just say an accomplished golfer. So, what I can think of. I'll turn it back to you, 7-3, AA8WI.
Well, Bernie, when it comes to golf, I got this one piece of advice. Can't learn to do something well, learn to enjoy doing it poorly. All right, let's go to N3LLY, Glenn in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Good morning.
Good morning, Al. Thanks for running the net for us. If there was one thing I wish I could wake up to tomorrow would be to have the ability to be any language of my home. Actually, 43 here yesterday. Anyway, 7-3, everybody. Back to you, Al.
Well, Glenn, you had a little bit of packet loss there, right when you said what you wanted to do. So what would you come back again? Tell us what you'd wake up for, just your skill there.
The ability to learn and speak foreign language fluently.
All righty, we got you. Thank you. Yes, I have a good friend that speaks about 4 different languages fluently, and I have always kind of thought that would be cool. Let's go to W5DBS, David in Houston, Texas. Good morning, David.
Big Texas attitude to the Brew crew this morning. I think for me, flying an airplane, I would like to have done that. I didn't do it as a youngster because I couldn't afford it. And now I think I'm probably too old. But flying an airplane. Thanks for running the crew, guys. Back to the nets. W5DBS in Houston, Texas.
All righty, thank you, David. Have a great day. Let's jump down to KC3LAV, Mike in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Mike.
Yes, sir. Good morning. This is KC3LAV, Mike in Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. A little chilly this morning, 35 degrees here, and I think my skill I would like to wake up with is understanding and operating ham radio technology and engineering. KC3LAV, back to net. We appreciate it. We're clear.
All right, thank you, Mike. Have a great day. Let's go to K3BQ, David, Falls, Pennsylvania. Good morning, David.
Well, good morning to everybody in the net. This is Dave, Falls, Pennsylvania, Wyoming County, Pennsylvania. Straight north of the other guy. Let's see, 33 degrees, snow on the deck, light. So that's the weather. Choice of changing would be farming. Would be a farmer. Self-sufficient, living off the land. How's that for a different answer? Thank you for letting me be on the net. Everybody take care. Good morning. K3BQ, back to net.
All righty, thank you, David. An admirable choice. Let's go to KK4MOW, Joe in Orange City, Florida. Good morning, Joe.
Hey, good morning, everybody. KK4MOW. Well, my choice would be an astronaut, so I can be looking at the world and see what it's like, and that. The pilot thing's good, but I'd have to be a pilot first before I could be an astronaut. KK4MOW, back to net.
All righty, thank you, Joe. Have a great day. Got a couple of text check-ins. KI5PMI, Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico, and KQ4U, Bob in Ecorse, Michigan. Let's go to KQ8U. Good morning, Mr. Bob.
Morning, Al, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. I wish I could, foreign languages, especially my native tongue, which I learned when I was a kid, and I lost. Hungarian, very difficult language to learn. That's foreign language, French, German, Spanish, Hungarian. Everybody have a good day. KQ8U, back to that.
All righty, thank you, Bob. Have a great day. Let's go to KI5PMI, Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, everyone on the Brew. I believe if I could just wake up with a skill, it'd be like to do a second language, particularly Spanish. That'd be one that would really help me out. Just right now, I just know all the good words. So other than that, just a work day. Hope everybody has a great day. KI5PMI. Back to net.
All righty, thank you, Bill. Language it is. I see we got KD3ATQ Jim in Easton, Pennsylvania checking in via text, but let's take some general check-ins. General check-ins, if you want to get in on this round of the morning brew, company call signs twice and slowly and space them out.
3, Tango Charlie Sierra.
WX, November 1, Queen, Whiskey X-Ray in and out.
Echo 3, Tango Golf, November. Victor 3, Tango Golf, November. Windsor, Ontario, 11.
Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie, WD8PIC.
8 Papa, Whiskey Quebec 8 Papa, in and out.
In and out. N2BH, N2BH.
November 8, Charlie Lima Hotel. November 8, Charlie Lima Hotel Mobile.
November Whiskey 3 United NW3. November 0, Romeo November Echo.
All righty. First of all, let's acknowledge our in and out stations. We got WQ8P in Nathaniel in Orlando, Florida. N1QWX, Arthur in Lincoln, Maine. Thank you for checking in this morning. We had up at the top of the list a KE3 station. Sounded like KE3T something. If that's close, would you come back with your call sign, please?
Victor Echo 3, Tango Charlie Sierra, VE3 TCS Mobile.
All right. We got you. Tim, Ontario, Mobile. We also had, from the bottom up, KW4SOG, Mike in Huntsville, Alabama. N0RNE, Jeff, Lewisburg, North Carolina. We had NW3U, David in Garner, North Carolina. We got N8CLH, Wade, Redford, Michigan. He's mobile. We had N2BH, Bill in Palmyra, New York, one of our facilitators. We had WD8, PIC, Bob down in Sylvania. VE3TGN, Tim, Windsor, Ontario. VE3TCS, Tim, TGN and TGS. All right. Another Tim in Windsor, Ontario. And KD3ATQ, Jim in Eastern Pennsylvania. Let's get our mobile stations. VE3TCS. Good morning, Tim.
Now, everybody on the crew, this is VE3TCS Mobile. I'm actually in Tecumseh, a little bit east of Windsor this morning. And the skill I would like to wake up with one morning is 20 WPM CW. Back to net.
Yeah, I keep trying to learn CW myself, and I'll get into it a little bit and then get distracted and then forget everything I learned. And I got to maybe this winter sit down for an hour a day and figure it out. Thanks for checking in this morning. And yes, that is the question of the day. If you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? Let's go to our other mobile station, Wade in Redford, Michigan, N8CLH. Good morning, Wade.
Yeah, good morning to you and everybody else on the crew. The skill that I wish that I would wake up with is computer skills. Everything about me intimidates me. I know the bare minimum, but I'd love to know more about it. Back to net. This is N8CLH 73.
All righty, thank you, Wade. Have a great morning. Let's see. Let's jump up to KD3ATQ, Jim in Eastern Pennsylvania. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and the Brew crew. If I could wake up with a new skill, I think it would be multilinguist. That would be very helpful. Back to net control, KD3ATQ.
All right, language it is. Yet be a helpful skill. Let's go to our other Tim in Windsor, Ontario, VE3TGN. Good morning.
Morning, Nick. Vicky, everybody on First County. Definitely, I would like to have been employed to wake up and able to become a pilot, but it isn't to be because of losing the sight of my right eye and suffering my right ear. So that's one story there. After the net control, V3, EGN, Windsor, Ontario, Canada, and amateur radio is my first hobby other than being a pilot.
All righty, Tim. Have a great morning. Let's jump down south of me here to WD8PIC. Good morning, Bob.
I would say computer skills. I'm not really interested, but that would be kind of cool. Computer skills and sight. But anyway, I really am happy with where I am because, I got people helping me, and sometimes I have to wait on things like on my antenna, but, it's given me a lot of patience, and I'm very thankful for it. Back to net control as it warms up and the snow melts. WD8PIC.
All right, thank you, Bob. Yep, I hear by this weekend it might be pushing back up to 60 degrees. We'll all have head colds by then. Thanks, bud. Let's go to N2BH. Bill, one of our facilitators in Palmyra, New York. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning, Al, Vicky, everybody. It's a toss-up. Probably computer skills. I'd like to be able to do a lot more deep inside the computers. N2BH.
All righty, thank you, Bill. Yeah, I wouldn't mind freshening up on the Linux programming stuff a little bit. Python and a few of those other programs, but that just takes actually not doing other things and sitting down and doing the codes and stuff. So I know how to conquer that when I just don't feel like it. Let's go to NW3U. David in Garner, North Carolina. Good morning, David.
Well, good morning to you and everybody else on the Morning Brew. Hope to find everybody good. We're doing good here at NW3U. Skill, languages. I'd like to have a few more languages under my belt. I think that would be useful. Some of the foreign languages, especially things like Chinese and Japanese. When I listen to people speaking, they just fascinate me as to how to try to make some sense out of that. But yeah, put me down for language. Everybody have a good day. We'll check in with you folks tomorrow.
All right, thank you, David. Have a great day. Let's go to N0RNE, Jeff in Lewisburg, North Carolina. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning to you and everybody else on the Brew. This is N0RNE. Oh, I think the skill I'd like to wake up with is CW. I've tried a couple of times to learn it and just have not gotten anywhere with it. Probably just need to buckle down and sit down and actually do it. But with that, let me turn it back. This is N0RNE.
All righty, thank you, Jeff. Have a great day. Looks like we had a couple of more text check-ins. KO4QMM, Roger, a 20-meter net controller from Umatilla, Florida, and NW4Q, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We'll get all these text check-ins here right now. KW4SOG, Mike in Huntsville, Alabama. Good morning.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and everybody else out there. Hope everybody's having a great day. Has a great day. I think for me, it'd be a naval architect. I love boats, messing with them, so that's what I'm going to go with. Naval architect. KW4SOG, back to net 73, everybody.
All righty, Mike. Have a great day. Let's go to N8HLN, Mike in Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, everyone. From southeast Michigan, where it's 38 and overcast this morning. I think the skill that I would like to have upon waking one morning is bilingual. That would be pretty cool, I think. 73, back to that. N8HLN.
All right, thank you, Mike. Have a great day. Let's go to NW4Q, Jim in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Al. That would be the guitar. Got a little of your snow down here a day or so ago. Thanks a lot.
Hey, you're welcome, man. We'll send some more when it comes our way. Have a great day. Let's go to Roger. KO4QMM in Umatilla, Florida. Good morning, Raj.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and the Brew crew. You can put me down for... Hold on a second. I just had a brain fog. What was the question?
Question of the day is, if you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be?
Seems like them brain fogs come right when you push that PTT switch. And it would be multiple languages. I hear a lot of these ham radio operators speaking different languages, and I think that would be very cool. Thanks for getting me in there, Al, Vicky. KO4QMM clear.
All righty, thank you, Roger. Tomorrow, the 20-meter net, guys. Don't forget to check in on that. So multiple languages it is, Roger. Let's go to, looks like we got Florin in Conroe, Texas, checking in, K5YNU. Good morning, Florin.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, everyone on the Brew crew. We'll be down for a pilot. Able to fly an airplane. Reflector and net control. Everyone have a blessed day. K5YNU.
All right, thank you, Florin. Have a great day. Yeah, I had an uncle who was a pilot and always wanted to do that. Took a lesson one time, but there's a lot of math. All righty, this is Al, KABAC, along with Vicky, KABKY, logging for me, keep me out of trouble. Looks like we got M5RTC, Terry in Austin, Texas, checking in via text. K4ITA, Leo in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, checking in via text. Let's take some more regular check-ins. Regular check-ins. Come now the call signs twice and slowly.
This is Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Delta Bravo. Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Delta Bravo.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar, Romeo Kilo, KQ4, ORK, in the mobile.
2, Whiskey Golf Charles, Kilo Bravo 2, Whiskey Golf Charles, mobile.
November 2, India, Sierra, Kilo. November 2, India, Sierra, Kilo.
Whiskey 8, Bravo Papa Delta. W8DPD, in and out.
KF8, DIC. KF8, Detroit Rock City.
KR4 COH, Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie Oscar Hotel. Just checking in. IO, in and out.
Kilo 2, Golf Charlie Papa. Kilo 2, Golf Charlie Papa.
Alrighty, we'll hold it up right there. That's a good little list. First of all, now in our in and outs, we had KR4 COH, Hector in Jacksonville, North Carolina. We had W8 BPD, Brian in Warren, Michigan. Guys, thanks for checking in this morning. Have a great day. From the bottom up, we had K2 GCP, Christopher in Massapequa, New York. KF8 DRC, Detroit, Jack in Rochester, Michigan. We had N2ISK, Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey. KB2 WGC, Kevin, Homosassa, Florida. He's mobile. We got W2EM, Chuck in Lancaster, New York. We had KQ4OR, Popka, Florida. He's mobile as well. KR4 CKC, Bill in the Villages, Florida. And KB2 UDB, Mike in Sebring, Florida. Add to that list KC2 JPQ, Frank over there in Lancaster, New York. All right, guys, the question of the day: you could wake up tomorrow morning to a new skill. What would it be? Let's get our mobile stations. KQ4 ORK, Barry and Apopka. Good morning.
Good morning, and thanks for picking me up. Although an unrealistic skill, I would love to be able to interpret and translate the meaning of the true words of a woman. But realistically, maybe being able to speak Spanish would be just as good. Hope everybody has a great day. 73 and back to net control. KQ4, ORK in the mobile.
Bye, thank you, Barry. Have a great day. Let's go to KB2 WGC, Kevin in Homosassa, Florida. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning to everybody out there. Ricky, Al, thank you for what you do behind the scenes. There's many, many skills I would love to have when I wake up tomorrow morning. One of them is, like the previous guy said, the true understanding of a real woman. But there's other skills I would like, many more, but I would love to understand electrical engineering and computers so I can work on the radios some more. Everybody have a good, safe day. 44 degrees in Central Florida, KB2WGC.
All righty, thank you, Kevin. Have a great day yourself. All right, look like K4NB, Brother Scott down there in Memphis is checking in via text too, so we'll get to him in a little bit. Let's jump up to the top of the list here. K4ITA Leo, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good morning, Leo.
Good morning, Al and Vicky. Good morning from the beautiful Fort Lauderdale. 60 degrees this morning. Yesterday and today, people in Florida are freezing. But it's going to be 77 at noon, so don't freeze South Florida. For the question, I wanted to be a pilot, just like Carlos, but then I chose electronics and computer. But I'm happy anyway. Back tonight, this is K4ITA.
All right, pilot it is. Thanks for checking in this morning, Leo. Have an M5 RTC, Terry in Austin, Texas. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, everyone else on the morning brew. I would like to be conversational in Spanish. M5 RTC, back to net control.
All righty, thank you, Terry. Have a great morning. Let's jump down to Frank in Lancaster, New York, KC2JPQ. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Al and Vicky and anybody listening to the brew. I'd like to wake up to having the skill sets to be a professional bowler and make it on the tour and make some good money. So that's a pipe dream, but that's long gone. So everybody have a great day. I'll say 7-3, send it back to the net, KC2JPQ.
All righty, Frank. Have a great morning. Enjoy. Let's go to KB2UDB, Mike in Sabring, Florida. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and the crew, and those in the Zoom room. And special good morning to Chuck over there at W2EM. I'm up here in his neck of the woods in New York visiting, so I'm getting his cold temperatures up here. For the question of the day, I would like to have gone into computer skills to write programs and to build computers. That would have been the thing to get into. Other than that, the next would be automobile maintenance on them, especially the way things are today. All right, you guys have a good day. Thanks for doing the net. This is KB2UDB up here in Rochester, New York, 7-3.
That's right. You are up in New York, aren't you? All right, Mike. Well, hopefully you can make it back down there into the warm temperatures before too long. Have a great day. Let's go to KR4, CKC Bill in the Villages, Florida. Good morning, Bill.
Rest of the brew this morning. Villages, it's a cool 45 degrees. Sky conditions are severe clear. If I could wake up in the morning with a skill, I would love to be a wildlife photographer.
All right, wildlife photographer it is. I guess if you grab a camera and just go set yourself in the forest somewhere, you could probably get a good start on that. Have a great day. Let's go to Chuck, W2EM in Lancaster. Good morning, Chuck.
Morning, Al, Vicky, the rest of the crew, and a shout out back to Mike. Yeah, so I'll be out fishing with them. Yeah, that poor Florida boy is up north here, freezing a little bit today. Getting back to skill, I don't know. I always wanted to be a pilot. Like my dad was a pilot in the war, and he always wanted to be a pilot when he came back. But there was a glut of them, and he got mixed up in some other stuff. And but yeah, I always thought that I used to go through his logs and look at his his pictures and his all that stuff. And I always wanted to be a pilot. Anyway, back to net. 73 everyone. W2EM.
All righty, thank you, Chuck. Have a great morning, sir. Let's go to into ISK, Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Alan Crew. Yeah, I have to agree with a lot of people. My way to fly, get a pilot's license. Since I was about 15, I carried around the $5 Cessna introductory flight coupon and never got to use it. But anyway, I'm still interested in some of it. Too old to do it now, but I do want to try to get a ride in a Stearman open cockpit biplane. Apparently there's a place in upstate New York, the aerodrome, where you can do that. So hoping I can at least do that before, I can't do anything. So there you go. And to ISK.
All right, thank you, Bob. Have a great day. Enjoy it. Let's go to KF8, DRC, Jack in Rochester, Michigan. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I know 3 languages, and I like to be a drummer, learn how to do a drum. And that's all I have for today. Everyone have a good day. KF8, Detroit Rock City.
All righty, thank you, Jack. Have a great day. Let's jump down to K2 GCP, Christopher in Massapequa, New York. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and crew. It's K2 GCP, Chris. Wish I could wake up and definitely computer skills and learn a few different languages like other people have said. It would be great and helpful, and especially today. Hope everyone has a great day and it warms up for everybody. K2 GCP, back to net.
All righty, thank you, Chris. Have a great morning. Let's go to Brother Scott, KY4NB in Memphis, Tennessee, the land of Elvis and barbecue. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. Brother Randall, Brother Webb. Well, of course, everybody's thinking I'm going to say a famous barbecue cook or sing like Elvis, but I just thought of a good one, the ability to communicate with animals, so understand what they're saying and talk back to them like Dr. Doolittle. That might be kind of fun there. And yeah, okay. So back to net control. Thanks for doing the net. We appreciate it. Everybody have a good day today, and it's nice and clear and sunny here in Memphis. KY4NB, back to net.
All righty, thank you, Scott. Enjoy your day, sir. Looks like we got a couple of text check-ins. KJ5LJJ, Greg in Purvis, Mississippi, and WA8CLG, Doug, Homosassa, Florida. Let's take some regular general check-ins. It's 8:33. This is Al, K8BAC, along with Vicky, K8BKY. You want to get in on the morning brew net? Company call signs now twice and slowly.
For Ohio State University, out of Wisconsin, in and out.
Kilo Alpha 2, Yankee, Hotel Yankee, KA2YHY.
Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Papa Oscar.
Sierra Alpha
Kilo
Victor.
Charlie 5,
Kilo
Charlie Papa
Bravo
Oscar.
5, Sierra Alpha Victor. In and out, and good morning, y'all.
Kilo 4 Golf Golf Lima, K4 GGL. I'll be in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 5 India Tango Golf. Kilo Foxtrot 5 India Tango Golf. I will be in and out.
KJ5 EOY, in and out. KJ4YDM, Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee. Right.
Alrighty, sorry about the delay there. We were having a forum there in the Zoom room. Last station that checked in sounded like a KJ5V station. If you can come back with your call sign twice and slowly, please.
KJ5EOI, Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Oscar India.
Okay, by golly, we got you. KJ5EOI, Harold, Sulphur, Louisiana was in and out. We had KF5ITG, Clinton, Shallow Water, Texas was in and out. We had KK4GGL, Richard, St. Augustine, Florida. He was in and out. KB5SAB, Jason, St. Amant, Louisiana. He was in and out. In 4OSU, my favorite Wisconsin Badger, Jerry, Fort Lauderdale, Florida was in and out. All right, and let's see. We had from the bottom up, KJ4YDM, and I'm going to ask you right now, how do you pronounce your name?
Yes, good morning. KJ4YDM, Pino in Florida. It's Papa Echo. Yeah, Golf, Nancy, Orange, Tango, Pino. Down here in Florida.
All right, Peno. I got it. Okay, just wanted to make sure. I don't want to crucify anybody's name this morning. It's way too early for that. We also had KC5CPO Dave, Burleson, Texas. We had KA2YHY Steve, Malvern, New York. And we had KO4FBM Jose in St. Cloud. Boy, Jose, I better get to you pretty quick. You were pretty noisy, like you were getting to the end of your rope there. KJ5LJJ, Greg in Purvis, Mississippi. And WA8CLG, Doug in Homosassa. Let's go to KO4FBM, Jose. Question of the day, if you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? Good morning, Jose.
Good morning, all. JT and the rest of the morning crew. With this to you. I used to kind of do that. I used to jump out of airplanes. I will love to have a skill to fly. Be able to fly. Not just, that'd be great.
Have a great day and safe travel, sir. Let's go to WA8 CLG, Doug in Homosassa. Good morning, Doug.
Understand and speak Spanish. It'd be another thing I could cross off my list. So that would have made me happy. I have a whole list of things. Everybody have a good day. Back to you, Al, WA8CLG.
All righty, thank you, Doug. Have a great day. Let's go to KJ5LJJ, Greg in Purvis, Mississippi.
KJ5LJJ, back to you, Net Control.
All right, thank you, Greg. Have a great day. Let's go to KA2YHY, Steve, Malvern, New York. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to the Brew, KA2YHY, Long Island, New York. Overcast today. I would like to wake up tomorrow morning knowing how to play the piano fairly well. Have a great day. KA2YHY, back to the net.
All right, thanks, Steve. Have a great day. Let's go to KC5, CPO, Dave in Burleson, Texas. Good morning, Dave.
Morning, everyone on the Brew Crew. Your question reminds me of the old TV show Chuck, where they download stuff, information into him, and he could learn new skills. But I know Kung Fu. Anyway, I think if I could skill, it would be shredding a guitar. Anyway, this is KC5 CPO.
All righty, thank you, Dave. Have a great morning. Let's go to KJ4YDM, Daniel in Miramar, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, KJ4YDM, Pino down here in Florida. To answer that question, I would like to wake up with a new skills like playing the organ, the full organ. Therefore, KJ4YDM, back to net.
All right, thank you, Pano. Have a great day. Music it is. Seems to be a popular one. All right, this is Al, KBAC, along Vicky, K8BKY. Log them for me, keep me out of trouble. We're going to do some in and out only. If you want to get in it, you don't want to answer the question, just in and out. So come with your call signs, twice and slowly.
KE2EHI, Kilo Echo 2, Echo Hotel India, in and out.
Kilo 4, Kilo Zulu Zulu, KK4KZZ, in and out. Good morning.
Kilo Oscar 4, Sierra Zulu Juliet, Kilo Oscar 4, Sierra Zulu Juliet.
November 4, Tango Echo Golf, N4 DEG, in and out.
Victor Alpha 3 Echo Romeo Yankee, BA3ERY Mobile, 73.
November 2, Juliet Papa Delta, November 2, Juliet Papa Delta, in and out.
Tango Lima Papa, in and out.
Well, that's pretty darn orderly right there. All right, we'll go up the in and out list here. KD2TLP, Jamie, Freeville, New York. We had N2 JPD, Dennis, Depew, New York. We had VA3ERY, Eduardo in LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. N4TEG, Bill, Margate, Florida. We had KO4SZJ, Rick, Lake, Florida. We had KK4KZZ, Mark, Gainesville, Florida. KE2EHI, Joe, Westfield, New York. They were all in and out. Thank you for checking in this morning. Have a great day. Looks like we had KJ4LXJ Rex in Crystal River, Florida, checking in via text. And our aeronautical net controller N1 CBM Carlos in Hollywood, Florida, checking in via text. Let's go with those two real quick. Question of the day, if you could wake up with a new skill, what would it be? KJ4LXJ. Good morning, Rex.
Good morning to you and the rest of the Brew crew. I had to wait for, I guess, my repeater to identify. It would probably be playing the guitar. I would love to be able to do that. KJ4LXJ, back to you guys.
All righty, thank you, Rex. Have a great morning. Let's go to our aeronautical net controller, Carlos, N1 CBM. Good morning, Carlos.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, everybody else, and 46 in St. Simon's Island here in Georgia, over the coast. Nice day. And you probably know where this is going. I would love to wake up one day and be able to fly helicopters. That's one thing I haven't done, and it seems pretty interesting. I want to send it back to you, Al. Have a great day, everybody. N1 CBM.
Carlos, that would be cool. I love helicopters. I always have. I would love to learn to fly one. All right, thanks, bud. Have a great day. Looks like we got W5MHG, Mark in Albuquerque, and Gracie sneaking in on the text line. Good morning, Mark.
Well, good morning, W5MHG. Gracie says bow wow yippee-yi-yay with 36 degrees in the backyard. She wishes she could, so she could cook all her dog food and treats. I would probably say the same thing, to be able to cook. I don't cook very well at all. Peanut butter and jelly and mayonnaise and beans. W5MHG, thanks for all you do, and Vicky for putting up with all of us. From the land of enchantment, don't forget, wait for it. We love that text line, 73.
All right, thank you, Mark. Have a great day. Looks like we got Scott, W2BLT, checking in, one of our facilitators, net controllers, and KE4NTG, Walter in Hollywood, Florida, checking in, both via text. Let's take some more check-ins. We got about 12 minutes. If you want to get in, regular check-ins, come with your call sign, twice and slowly.
Whiskey Alpha 2, Whiskey, Kill 1, in and out.
Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Hotel Tango. Kilo Alpha 5, Papa Uniform Delta, KA5 PUD.
Alrighty, we got WA2WWK, Ron and Amherst in and out. Good morning, Ron. Thanks for checking in. We got KA5 PUD, Paul, Montgomery, Texas. KC2 KHT, Henry, East Islip, New York. Anybody else want to get in on this round before we run the list? Come down to your call sign.
Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Hotel, Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Hotel, in and out.
W2KJV, W2KJV.
right, we're going to add to that list. We had W5WLH, Wayne, Wimberley, Texas. He was in and out. Good morning, Wayne. Thanks for checking in. One of our facilitators, W2KJV, Tony in Homosassa, Florida, checking in this morning. Let's jump up to the top of the list. Reminder question of the day, if you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? KE4, NTG, Walter, Hollywood, Florida, good morning. KE4, NTG. Walter, you with us? All right, here nothing. Let's go to Scott, W2BLT. Good morning, Mr. Scott.
Well, good morning, everybody. If I could wake up with one skill, it would to be a gourmet chef. I love to cook, and I'd like to be able to make some of the dishes that I end up paying $100 a plate for. Everybody have a great day. This is W2BLT.
All righty, thank you, Scott. Have a great morning, sir. Let's go to KC2HT, Henry in East Islip, New York. Good morning.
I think I would, if I could, I'd love to be able to fly, either flapping my own wings or by aircraft, but just getting up there. I just think that would be a skill that, I would enjoy right now. So back to the net, KC2KHT.
All righty, thank you, Henry. Have a great morning. Let's go to KA5PUD, Paul, Montgomery, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning to the Brew crew. Yeah, I'll have to agree with that also. I used to be a private pilot years ago, but just small planes. I think I'd like to fly helicopters. So, anyhow, that's KA5PUD.
All righty. Helicopters it is. Thank you. Have a great day, Paul. Let's go to one of our facilitators, W2KJB, Tony in Homosassa. Good morning, Tony.
Now, everyone on the Morning Brew. I'd like to be a master carpenter, to know all manner of carpentry. Hope everyone has a great day. Back to you, W2KJB.
Well, all right. Thank you, Tony. Have a great day. Carpentry it is. Got about 8 minutes left. Let's take some more check-ins. General check-ins. Come down to call signs twice and slowly.
KE4 NTG recheck. KE4 NTG recheck.
K2 DSP in and out. Kilo 2 Delta Sam Papa in and out. Kilo India 5, Foxtrot Uniform Yankee, in and out, KI5FUI.
Right, we had KI5FUI, Richard, Woodlands, Texas, in and out. K2 DSP Billy in Avon, New York, in and out. Guys, thanks for checking in this morning. KE4 NTG, Walter in Hollywood, Florida. Walter, see what happens when you set your HT down for 2 seconds? Good morning.
Good morning to you and everybody else. No, I have a new HT that has the VFO A and B PCT, and I was transmitting over a different repeater like an idiot. So there you have it. If I could learn a new skill, I would like to be a physicist. That would be a new skill I would like to wake up to.
I wish everybody a good day from blistery as it is for us here. 52 degrees in South Florida. It's been pretty cold. 48 yesterday in the morning, so little cold for South Florida, but I love the brisk weather. Everybody have a wonderful day, and thank you for running the net. It's a pleasure waking up in the morning, having my coffee, and being able to listen to this net and get involved. This is KE4NTG, Hollywood, Florida, back to net control.
Well, Walter, I'm not going to lie to you. I've probably done that little trick about 20 times so far in my 5 short years of being a ham radio operator. They need to make a HT that's just got one giant button on the side of it, so you just have the one to push. I'm sure they're out there. All right, have a great day. 5 minutes left. Let's take about 5 or 6 more of these check-ins for the East Coast Reflector Morning Brew. Company call signs twice and slowly.
Kilo 4, Victor Tango Tango, KK4 VTT via Echolink. KJ4ZFM, KJ4ZFM recheck, KJ4ZFM recheck.
Mike 0, Papa Tango, UK station.
Alrighty, that UK station, come back with your call sign twice and slowly. We didn't quite get it, please.
Yes, Mike 0, Papa Tango. Mike 0, Papa Tango.
Alrighty, we got you, Paul, in West Midlands, UK, England. Looks like we got that other call sign. Was that KJ4 Zulu Frank M, or was that something else? Was that Robert in Delta, Florida?
Yes, sir. That was Robert in Deltona, Florida on a recheck. I actually thought about it from my first answer this morning, so I'm definitely doing a recheck.
All righty, Robert. Be back in a minute. At the top of this list, KK4BTT, Bruce in Kissimmee, Florida. Question of the day. If you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be? Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody on the band, have a great day out there. If I could wake up to a new skill, you know, I was sitting here thinking about it and thought about being a doctor, but that has too many responsibilities. I don't like that one. Carpenter was a great one. You know, I've been driving in law enforcement too much too. You know, that cook stuff, I think I'd be great for cooking. You guys have a great day out there. Chef, nice chef. Hey, have a great day out there. KK4VTT. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, Bruce. We got you down for cooking. Have a great day. Let's go to Robert in Deltona, rechecking KJ4ZFM. Robert, you thought about it. What'd you come up with? KJ4ZFM. Robert, where'd you go? He disappeared on us after all that. Let's go to M0PPT, Paul, in the UK. Good morning, Paul.
Well, it's good afternoon from here. It's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 1400 hours here. Nice to meet you all. I'm trying to get any contacts in Mississippi. And to Mississippi, have you heard anybody on?
Well, we got a net going right now, so it'll be just a minute. We'll be off here in just a few seconds. But the question of the day we have here is, if you could wake up to a new skill, what would it be?
A new skill. Instead of being a man, I've got to becoming a plumber.
All right, thanks for checking in this morning. Robert's back with us yet. KZ4ZFM, you still with us, Robert? Well, we must have lost him. Yeah, we can check in with us later. It's 9 a.m. The little lady inside of my head says it's time to wrap this thing up. Put a bow on it. This is Al, K8BAC, along with Vicky, K8BKY, for the East Coast Reflector. Morning Brew. We'd like to thank each and every one of you. And on behalf of Dick, WB2JP, we will see you back here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We now return the East Coast Reflector to normal amateur radio use. 73, everybody.
73 from Mike 0, Papa, Tango. This is Mike 0, Papa, Tango, looking for any stations available in Mississippi.